Let's talk a little bit about marigold. This is some marigold I have here in my garden that's already dried up. And I grew quite a bit of it this year because I use it for varying reasons because of its health and medicinal benefits. It's also a pollinator attractant. I dry it and use it to make teas. I also use it to make salve and can also be used as a pest deterrent in the garden. And one of the things I like doing with my marigolds is feeding it to my chickens. I've heard some people say that they use cayenne and they grow cayenne for that purpose to deter pests and to feed their chickens. But I use marigolds, it would have the same effect. It would deter internal parasites. And so instead of pouring cayenne pepper for the purpose of feeding it to the chickens, I choose marigolds over cayenne pepper because it has so much more different benefits that they can enjoy. Here you go. Here's your treat for the day. So I give them this like once a week. And the key for me is to stick to natural supplements for these chickens because there are so many products out there that would leave you baffled. It will confuse you, frustrate you, and you'll be even trying to fix problems that the chicken doesn't even have. It's just totally unnecessary a lot of the times. I feed it to them early in the morning, once a week till the marigold is done. I still have some in my garden as I've showed you, and I'm going to continue to feed it to them once a week until that's all gone for the season, and then that takes care of any internal parasites that they may have, or it will deter any internal parasites from dwelling in the digestive system. My advice is to periodically administer to your flock some type of probiotic for their gut health. Whether you choose to give them apple cider vinegar, I make my own homemade fruit cider vinegars, or if you choose to use something like cayenne pepper or just herbs from your garden. I also monitor them, especially at this time, to make sure that they're not showing signs of any internal or external parasites. They're not shaking their tail feathers, they're not shaking their heads. They're behaving as a normal flock will behave. Make sure they don't have any runny poop or exhibiting signs of distress. That pretty much gives me assurance that they're doing well, and I don't need to administer anything else to them that, just because somebody say, oh, they give this to their flock, that you should go there and do the same thing. If it doesn't apply to you, just leave it alone. Do what works for you. Do what's been working for you. And if you are new to raising chickens, just make sure you get your information from a reputable source. It doesn't matter who it is or where you get it from. Just make sure it's reputable, it's proven, and that it works. Look at all the feathers that's grown back on this chicken that I showed last week in my previous video. And she's doing pretty fine. So that heavy protein feed is all that works for my flock. That's all I do for them when they are molting. Give them just protein, hold the layer feed, and give them heavy protein feed. This is all for now. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next upload.